I was very anxious about getting my story out there because of some of the stuff that I spoke about, like some of the stuff to do with suicide, shame from getting discharged from the military. But after it was all said and done, I felt relieved. It was very therapeutic.
Shawnee, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, brother.
People get to see the fucking face behind the voice.
I know.
I know.
I just realised that as well.
Finally.
Here we are, people. Here we are. Got that handsome in person.
Cool, man. Congrats on one of the biggest reels of 2025.
Thank you.
Still getting comments. Fucking, I've been getting like almost every day. I get another comment on there.
I know. I just saw one the other day as well. It always seems to be somebody that's just taking the piss.
Yeah. So let them down. Fucking.
Yeah, or applauding. Or just, lots of fire and heart emojis. But I did not realise that, I didn't realise that one would take off, so I'm glad it resonated with people, so it was just a funny fucking story. A funny story.
Didn't have any negative comments either. A lot of like,
I think
ones that go big, you hear a lot of like, oh, he didn't do that. I bet that's all bullshit.
Yeah, no, there was one negative comment, but the guy was just being patronising and dismissive, and I think both of us just ignored it altogether. Just let him be sour and sit there. Yeah.
Fuck. So, congrats on the success and fucking, I guess the questions relate more to your podcast as a whole.
Yep.
Knowing that hundreds and hundreds of people have watched it. So, first question is, how, if at all, has life been different since putting your story out there to the world?
I don't think my life's been different, but I think I was very anxious about getting my story out there because of some of the stuff that I spoke about, like some of the stuff to do with suicide, shame from getting discharged from the military. But after it was all said and done, I felt relieved. It was very therapeutic. I think once it was done, it actually brought a smile to my face and it took a weight off my shoulders, because despite knowing that I should never have felt the way that I did with the shame side of things, just getting out there publicly and sharing the story was able to remove the negative stigma I had in my head, and not to concentrate on it. So I think if anything, it's just probably helped me along with my journey. And then having people reach out to me, like I had old friends from Scotland reach out to me, randoms reach out to me on Facebook and Instagram, and just so many positive comments, and they were just so proud and so happy that I was able to just get out there, share that side, and it resonated with a lot of people that they were able to sort of reach back out to me and tell me their stories as well. I think that was one of the biggest positive impacts, as I had some sailors reach out to me and tell their story about what they went through, and how hearing my side of things gave them the confidence to be able to say their piece, and then just having...
Just to you though?
Yeah, just to me, yeah. So, I mean, if that is... I didn't go out chasing anything or go into it chasing anything, I didn't know what I was going to expect after the fact, but if I was able to help at least one person, not knowing that that's what the intent was, then I think it's done its job, so, yeah. I think that's
people feel closer to you and able to open up more themselves.
I think so. I think one of the funnier ones that I had, and I wasn't expecting it, was a guy back in Scotland that I knew that had a bit of a presence, and I talked about it a little bit in the early stages of the podcast about how things were quite rough growing up, and he wasn't fully aware of what happened with our upbringing. And I don't think he felt like part of the problem, but he just reached out and said in a way that if I ever caused any troubles, I want to let you know that I'm really sorry. And for me,
he wasn't the one that threw the meat clear about it.
No, not that guy. But when that message came through, I was just like, if there was anything, because I couldn't remember, it was all water over a duck's back anyway. It didn't have it. There was no holding on to anything like that, I appreciated him reaching out, and I respected the shit out of him, but I didn't want him to feel bad or negative over something that I'd shared publicly, because it was never directed at him. So, but the fact that he was able just to come forth and say something positive like that, I think that's also, really good as well. So,
that kind of answers the next question. But just in case there's something else, did appearing on the podcast create any new connections or opportunities that you hadn't quite expected? Through people reaching out or
I wouldn't necessarily say any new opportunities. Connection-wise, I guess we touched on some of the guys reaching out. But I think, just from what I was saying before, just having random people and then some people that I've known in my past just come in and comment and just say how proud they are of you and all that sort of stuff. It's, very reassuring.
Yeah.
But yeah, opportunities now. No one's offered me bloody multi-million-dollar podcast deals. Like, come on the podcast and tell them some shit stories.
It's funny because we weren't even going to release your podcast. So it was sitting there for a couple of months, I think, before.
That's right.
Because I didn't have video, I was like, I can't release it because it's inconsistent with the product. And then I listened to it myself, and I was like, I've got to release it.
I'm glad you did, because I obviously had no idea what it was like, and I was nervous as fuck about it coming out. And then when I listened to it for the first time, I was just like, that wasn't as bad as what I was expecting. And every moment through that podcast when we genuinely laughed, there was nothing forced. Every point that we laughed, I laughed again. And then when I go back through the podcast and just listen to those moments, I still laugh because it's still fucking funny.
Yeah. I think people love that as well. Like if I listen to a comedy podcast and they're cracking up, like I'll just start pissing myself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It brings joy to people.
Yeah.
So how has sharing your experience publicly changed the way you think about your own journey or your service?
Well, I think what it's done, because one thing that I struggled to do was to be proud of my service because of that shame. But now, as time has moved on, listening to it back and realising, I've only shared half the stories. There's so many more stories that I still haven't shared. But just, it was able to allow me to reflect, listen back to what I had said, and just realise like how far I've came in my own life and some of the stuff that we've done, and I think as that healing process started to come to, then the pride started to come back into the fold, and there was probably a point there where I struggled to go out on Anzac Day just because I didn't feel proud. And nowadays, like, I wear those medals, fucking loud and proud, man. Show them off. So I think for that reason alone, it's definitely helped with part of the journey. And I think just doing something so public and realizing that it's not a scary thing. And at the end of the day, it's just it's a big part of your life, but it's nothing to know in no one else's life. If that makes sense. So like for you, it's the biggest thing in the world. But it's only minute for someone else, and then when you put that into perspective, you're like, why did that worry me so much? And I think it changes your tune a little bit to when big things do come up, you can react differently to it. So
nice. Awesome, good reflection. Looking back, what part of your story do you think resonated with most people, and were you surprised by how anyone responded?
Well, that's a tough one. Like, obviously, I think the reel that you put up about the piracy, I think when you think about numbers, that's possibly the one that did resonate with a larger audience because it was fucking dumb, it was stupid, and we had so much fun with it. And then I guess like maybe a little bit more low-key would be just sort of like opening up about how my mum was like the person that was there for me when I needed her the most, and having a few people reach out to me, or actually even just having my mum reach out to me after the fact, after she listened to the podcast, because a lot of my family members listened to it, and they were so supportive at the end of it. And I think my mum,
she knew that whole
she knew it, she knew it all. And I think actually, if anything, the bit that did resonate the most is just my mum listening back to it. So I think that brought a tear to her eye. And then just knowing that she was there at the right time, filled a hole, So I would definitely say that was probably, the bit that resonated the most with me personally.
And last question, are you glad you did it, and would you recommend it to other vets?
100%. 100%.
Anytime I'm at the motorcycle club or something, I'm always telling people, hey, you should jump on the Grey Man podcast. You know, so anytime I meet a vet, I'm just like, have you ever done a podcast before? Hey, speak to this guy.
So 100%. Yeah. Glad I
Beautiful,
did it.
brother.
Yeah.
No, it was one of my favorite podcasts. It was such a good time.
Yeah.
We always have a good laugh
I
together.
know. Yeah. I think that's what makes it work at the end of the day. When you got a rapport with someone as well, you know.
Yeah.
You can have those good chats.
And I got a little gift for you.
Legend.
Training singlet, beach singlet, fucking street singlet. Wear it with pride.
Will do. It's fucking great, brother. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Legend. Oh, and just a quick shout out to my 3 brothers who have always been there and had my back. Ross, Connor and Scott. Fucking love you guys to bits.
Shout out, boys. Thanks for coming on, brother. And
Legends.